You feel stuck. You keep telling yourself, I'll change, I'll start tomorrow. You know you could be better, stronger, more confident, more disciplined, but you have no idea where to start. That was also me not long ago. And I know the frustration. I know the feeling of trying to be better. I know the feeling of trying to change your life. And you just can't do it. You can't start. You cannot be consistent. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. How to escape that routine and how to actually start seeing results and change yourself for the better and become a better version of yourself. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. I'm going to break down the exact steps I took and my journey into starting self improvement and actually seeing results instead of frustrating yourself into this cycle of never being able to improve and do the things that you want to do. The first thing you need to understand is that nobody is coming to save you. All of this needs to be done by yourself. No one is going to come and knock on your door and tell you, it's time to change. You need to do such and such. No, you have to be your own boss. You have to take the decision by yourself, start the routine by yourself, and take the hard path and realize you need to be disciplined. You need to have a plan and you need to be consistent in order to achieve the result that you want. Just doing the things for one day, just meditating today and tomorrow you're not going to do it. Maybe reading a bit. Like today, I'm going to read 3 pages, and for next week, you're not going to touch that book again. Maybe just doing one workout, maybe working out tomorrow as well, but lightly because it's difficult. I don't want to start too heavily, and then you're not going to go to the gym again. Most of the people that want to improve are going to do so, and they don't see results. And that's obvious why. Because as I said there earlier, consistency is the number one factor that's going to decide whether you're going to be successful or not in your self improvement journey. So just starting and doing things for a day, a week, a month is not enough. 30 days isn't going to get you the results that you want. You need to put in the work and do so consistently. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. You don't need the crazy morning routines. Just be consistent. Make a plan from the beginning. Even when I started, I didn't start by waking up at extreme hours and doing all those crazy stuff, running for 500 kilometers, a marathon every week, and doing all this crazy stuff. You need to be consistent. Set a goal. When you set that goal, find out the methods that you're going to use, the habits that you're going to implement into your life and the habits that you're going to get rid of in your life to reach that goal and be consistent with it. When I started, I didn't get 20 habits into my life and just drop everything else. It's impossible. You're going to end up in a burnout and you're not going to be able to face everything that you want to do. So set a goal, find a list of small habits that you can start with that you're going to be able to do for a week, a month, 6 months, a year, and then add on top of them. And you want to be consistent with them. You want to be able to do them every single day, day in and day out, and not miss them. So, for example, when I started, I was stuck because just like you, I was trying to do all of those things that I wasn't doing before in my life, and it was difficult. It's not sustainable. So, when I actually started seeing results, I just implemented 3, 4, maybe 5 small habits. And I was like, okay, what can I do every day that I know I'm able to sustain and do for a long period of time? And at that point, I implemented reading. I bought a few books in self improvement, and these are books that you're going to find at the click of a button. And I started reading 10 pages a day. That was the beginning. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, I could have read like 50, 100 pages, 200 pages in a day, but that's not the point. You're trying to get momentum. You're trying to start and make sure that you're going to do this every single day. So I got a book, okay? I started reading 10 pages every day. Then I was like researching, okay, what other habits can I do to improve my life? I found meditating. I studied meditating, how to do it properly, what it means, and I started meditating for 5 to 10 minutes every day. Again, it's a small window of time. You can do it every day. It's not difficult. It's not going to take up a bunch of your time. I researched some more. You need to have a consistent sleep schedule. Oh, okay. Well, my sleep schedule was all over the place. So again, I tried to fix it. It didn't take extra time. I was sleeping the same amount of time, but the same hours every night. So I went to sleep at that same time and got up in the morning at the same time. I went to sleep at 11. I got up at 7 every single day. And you need to implement these small habits, get used to having a routine with the habits that are going to improve your mindset, your life, your body. I started going to the gym. I didn't have all the information I have now about going to the gym because I would have seen more results by then. But again, if you need to start, just start. Get a simple routine. Go on sites, go on YouTube, find a routine that you like, depending on your goal. Where you're gonna go to the gym and lift weights, or you're gonna go do calisthenics, or maybe you don't like lifting weights. You maybe like running, maybe like some other form of activity, of physical activity. Just do it. Create a routine. Know what you're going to do. Plan out ahead. At this point, I'm planning out my workouts for a week, for a month. I know every day of the week when I'm going to go into the gym. I know what I'm going to train. I know exactly for how long I'm going to be there and what I'm going to do. I'm going out with a plan. And because I have a plan, it is sustainable. For the past 6 months, a year, I haven't missed a workout because it's sustainable. I know what I'm going to do, how long it's going to take. I'm planning out. So I can never miss it because it is a plan, as I said, as well as reading, as well as meditating, and all these other habits. After that, I implemented journaling to keep myself accountable. Every morning, I would write this to-do list. So it would be like, today I want to read 20 pages. I want to meditate for 10 minutes, and I want to go to the gym and do this workout. And at the end of the day, I would have to tick boxes for each task I had that day that I completed. And the fact that in some days I didn't achieve everything I wanted to achieve that day, it was frustrating. And because of that, I was forced to stick to them. And when you stick to these habits, and at the end of the day, you're like, okay, my habits are done. If you don't take control of your life now, you'll blink and 5 years will pass. You'll find yourself in the same job, same body, same mindset. And I was thinking of this fact of many years passing and me trying to do something with my life, but I wouldn't change anything. And I would find myself in the same situation, just older. And that scared the hell out of me. And it should scare you too. But the good news is this: the moment you accept full responsibility for your actions and for your future, you become powerful. The second you accept that it is up to you and only you to change your life, that's the point where you're actually going to start seeing results. When you accept responsibility for whoever you're going to become in your future. Next, I'm going to tell you a bit about the list of habits I remember starting back then. Even though I told some of them earlier, I did make a list of everything I implemented back then and helped me get results faster. And as I said, you don't have to complicate everything. A lot of people, and that was also me, when I started self improvement, I would overcomplicate the hell out of it. And that's purposeless, it's pointless. You need to make everything as simple as possible because it's difficult to start. That's the whole point. So, habit number one would be wake up at the same time every day. Not 5 a.m., not 6 a.m., not going to sleep at 7 p.m. and waking up in the middle of the night. Just be consistent. Discipline starts here. From your sleep, everything else is gonna ramify into everything else. Second would be to move your body. And as I said earlier, Whether you're going to the gym and lifting weights, or you're doing calisthenics, or you're running or walking, or just make sweating a daily habit. Cold showers is the third. That could be optional, but for me at least, it helped a lot because showers used to be so relaxing and having hot water on my body. And, you know, it's easy, it's girly. You need to be disciplined in the way that you're going to make yourself suffer a little bit. And because you're suffering, it's going to feel a lot better afterwards because you're getting natural dopamine instead of artificial one from your phone or TV or computers or video games or whatever. So they are optional, but they are powerful. They teach you to do what's uncomfortable. And the thing is, it's difficult just when you're starting out, because that's the point of this whole video. I'm telling you, it's just difficult to start. But once you get a grip and actually get a day, two, three of doing these things, it's gonna be a lot easier afterwards. So when you take a cold shower, okay, yeah, the water is running down your body, it's uncomfortable, you're like all swelled up, you don't want to be there. I know, it still feels so to this day. But the dopamine rush and the euphoria you get afterwards is so worth it. And it teaches you a lot. Fourth habit would be about this thing right here. So, because I had such long screen time every day, like 6, 8 hours a day of just doom scrolling my phone, brain rotting, TikTok, Reels, Shorts, whatever. I was losing touch with reality. I lost my ability to focus, to spend time with loved ones, and at the end of the day, complete tasks I actually had to do. I was postponing and delaying everything I had to do because I was just busy scrolling my phone. And you really have to get rid of that and not go from, okay, well, I'm scrolling for 6 hours every day, I'm just gonna scroll for four and then for two, and no, just fucking uninstall everything, bro. You don't need it. And especially the phone in bed. That was one thing I started doing immediately, because when I went to sleep or when I woke up, immediately pick up the phone, start scrolling. You're losing hours of your life. Just stop. Endless scrolling isn't gonna get you anywhere. Even if you are consuming good content, consuming 6 hours of it every day is still not helping you to achieve what you want to achieve. Next would be some type of daily reflection. For example, I used to journal. You can talk to yourself, as weird as that sounds. The point is to think about your actions, not just repeat them. So at the end of the day, when you feel like something slipped or you didn't do one of the habits well enough, and not even the habits, but the rest of your day, interactions with other people or tasks you had to do outside of the self improvement tasks, just reflect on what your reaction was, how you worked on it, how you thought about it. So introspection is important to better yourself. You master your day by mastering your habits. Start small, but start, as I said. Next, you need to train your mind like you train your body, because if your mind is weak, your life will follow. Here's how: read books. Books like Atomic Habits, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, The Slight Edge will rewire how you think. Start with 10 pages a day, as I said earlier, and make a habit of doing so. Read for 10 pages a day for the first week, and then go up to 20 and go up to 50 and upgrade. But at first, just start. Start small and make it a habit. Next, curate your content. Most people let social media program them. And you're different now. You're looking for something different in your life. You want something different from your life. You don't want to be like everyone else. Because if you did, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. Follow people who inspire growth, not mediocrity, not distraction. And preferably, you should create content instead of consume it. And it took me a long time to understand that. Hence why I'm making this video right now. And I'm getting over the fear of being on camera and actually talking to whoever is watching this video. And I'm talking to you right now. You're watching this video, maybe out of 5 people, 20 people who are gonna watch this video. I have no idea. You took time out of your day, you clicked on this video and are watching it up until this point because you want something different. You want something better for your life. You aspire to help your family, to take care of your loved ones, and you want something from your life that most people will never achieve. And that's admirable. So props to you. And most of all, learn to be alone. That's a big part as well of improving yourself. Life is going to be easy when you're going to have people around you. But the difficult part starts when you have to be alone. And most people cannot stand being alone. And I understand it because I was there too. So most people are scared to be alone because it forces them to face their thoughts and what they think of themselves. And as I was talking about earlier, introspection is going to help you figure out what's wrong with you. And by being with yourself, you're going to have time to reflect on your actions, on your thoughts, on your decisions, and on your aspirations. And you're going to be able to fix them, find a solution to them, or just understand what it is that you're thinking. You don't need to be a monk, but you do need to control your inputs and guard your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Now comes the most important part. Take action. That was the main idea of this whole video. Taking action, starting small, but taking action and being consistent. You don't find confidence by reading books. You find information by reading books. You learn a lot of things by reading books, but you don't find confidence in a book or a video or whatever it is. You build it by doing hard and surviving it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Pick something, anything, and go do it. And go hard at it. It took me an awful lot of time to understand this. I would overthink and be scared and skeptical about everything I wanted to do, even though I knew for sure it was good for me, that it was a positive habit or action or whatever I wanted to do. Whether it's starting a business or dropping out of school to do such and such, or going up and talking to that girl in your class that you like, you're scared to do all of this. And I understand because, again, I was there. Everything I'm saying right now, everything I'm talking about is from my own experience because I was there once and I know how hard it can be to just get out of that place. So, whatever it is that you're trying to do, just grab your balls and go do it. It's the only way you're gonna do it. If you're gonna sit there and think about, okay, but I want to do this, and what if it fails, or what if it doesn't work, or what if I get rejected, or what if? These ifs are gonna ruin your life. You need to get rid of all the negativity around these thoughts and things that you want to do. Get rid of it and just go do it. You need to understand that rejection and negativity and a negative outcome is always going to be present in your life, and it's present in everyone's lives. But what is different is how successful people take negativity. It fuels them and it also teaches them something that they did wrong. And that's what you need to replicate. If something doesn't go the way that you want, even though you went over your limits and went out of your comfort zone and did it anyways, it fails, okay? Just learn from it. Do it again. Do it 10 more times, 100 more times, because eventually it's going to work, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Every time you choose action over comfort, you're stacking proof that you're becoming the man you're supposed to be. That's how confidence is built, one rep at a time, just like in the gym. You go in the gym and you do one rep and one rep and one rep. At the end of those reps, you get a set and you're gonna do another set. And then on another exercise, again, one rep, two reps, three reps. You're gonna have another set, another set. It's all building up. At the end of the day, you had a workout. That workout is gonna pay you in the end. So if I could go back to when I was 16, here's what I'd do differently. Because at 16 is when I started my self improvement journey. And it took a lot of time and effort to learn and realize what I'm telling you right now. I'd stop trying to fit in and start standing out. Because if you fit in, you cannot do things differently. You're going to be on the mainstream, the narrative that everyone else has. Listening to the same music, dressing the same, having the same interests, talking the same, acting the same. That's not going to help you. If you want to do something different from the rest of the world, you have to be different from the rest of the world, as you can tell. I'd stop chasing validation and start chasing growth because it's more important that way. If you chase validation, eventually you're going to end up nowhere. Everyone else around you is chasing validation. At the end of the day, are they going to end up in a good place? Maybe, but most probably not. So chase growth instead of validation. I'd post more, care less, and trust that who I was becoming is more important and matters more than who I was yesterday. I wasted so much time trying to please other people who I don't even talk to anymore, who I don't even spend time with anymore, and I have no relationship with anymore. The younger you are, the more time you have on your hand. Use it to build leverage. Use that time wisely. Work on your body, work on your skills, work on your mindset. And I promise you, in 6 months, a year, 2, 3 years, your life won't be recognizable. You'll be so much better off working on yourself than working to please those people around you and basing your life decisions around what they think of you. Self improvement isn't a 30-day challenge. It's a lifelong mission. It doesn't start today and end next year. It's all throughout your life. Everything you do in your life from this point on will be self improvement. There will be days you mess up. There will be days where you don't feel like doing what you're supposed to do. There will be days where you feel like giving up. But if you don't give up, you won't lose. You win. The contrary. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. So start. Don't wait until tomorrow. Not perfectly, just intentionally. If you got value from this video, consider subscribing and turn on your notifications. And I will do my best to post at least one video like this every week. And if you got to this point of the video, comment, I got to the end, and I'll consider liking your comment. But if you watched to this point, really thank you. It is the first time I'm getting on camera and actually talking about this stuff and slowly opening up about my experiences in my life with self improvement. And I'm trying to provide the same value to you guys and make sure that everyone ends up in a better place, in a better life. And with that being said, see you in the next video.